There we go, y'all. We are back live and in effect. Welcome back to Smooth Sailing. What AJ saying? Already. Rusty. Big time, Rusty. The show for Generation X right here on my radio, Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where we what, people?
It's more than radio.
Because
we podcasting.
Now, Yolanda has been on these types of platforms before. She knows what's going on, but she ain't been on Smooth Sailing. See, we different on here. You know, we just different. It's just as simple as that. Welcome our special guest, Miss Yolanda Carter, author, entrepreneur, wonderful person, advocate, dope. Any other dope adjective you can think of, that is Miss Yolanda Carter. And welcome to our show.
Oh,
welcome. All right, so we ain't been on in about a month, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we are working so hard to get back on a consistent basis. I mean, because now with stuff happening in our lives, it's just kind of hard, but we're going to make it work. And welcome back. And thank you for all of you all that have been asking about us. We ain't going over. I did the promo. Let me tell you, I talked to Yolanda. She was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. I did the promo maybe 5 minutes later. Right. It took me like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to put it together. And it was just so much of an honor to have her on the show because she's been doing so much. And we're going to talk about so much with her and things like that. So, you know, Yolanda, what we like to do is start off our day. First of all, did you tell everybody who's going to be on TV? Because you're live on YouTube right now. You ain't tell nobody.
I did. Actually, I was just trying to I'm trying to figure out how. No, I did.
Okay.
I told everybody that I thought I could, tell, I did.
Right.
And I shared it on my Facebook page a couple of times.
Nice. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I like it.
How we do it.
With the sassiness a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So we like to start our show off with what we've been doing for the past month. Today, we ain't been the weekend. It's been a month. Wow, it's been a minute, and that's a fine. So tell me, Mo Green, what you been doing the whole month we've been off? I gave y'all a whole month off.
I'm on live. I got to talk to you later. That's Straight Jeff Jr.
Oh, that's Straight Jeff Jr. What's up, nephew? What's happening?
We'll talk later.
Keep on selling them cars.
That's right. So what you been doing for the past month, man? I mean, we ain't been on in a month.
Man, I've been living life. I ain't just been existing.
Right.
Went to a couple of comedy shows. Saw a girl, Shamika.
You saw Shamika Finley?
Yep.
Shout out to Shamika Finley. Go and give it a fake clap.
Valentine's Day show. Yes, I stepped out.
Did she clown?
Yes, she did.
Of course she did.
Actually, she was one of the comedians up there.
Yeah,
it was about 5, 6 of them. Yeah, nice, dope time. Then this past Thursday, she had another show. We stepped out for a minute. Ran into one of my friends, one of my guys. I went to Westwood. Well, the hell, they ain't in business no more. Westwood College.
Right, you can say that.
Yeah. My guy. Shout out to my guy, Derek Aronson.
Oh, you went to Westwood?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was few of cats of us went to.
I went there too.
You went to Westwood?
Yeah, they closed on me. So
yeah, nice.
It was me, Mark Daniels. It was about 4 or 5 cats that was we was in a couple of classes together. So,
nice.
Other than that, the same old thing, spending time with the kids.
Yeah.
Been working hard, getting ready for the boys to come up here this summer.
Nice. I know you can't wait for that. Yeah.
They get out of school, I think said like May 24th or something. The last Friday, May, just put it like that.
Okay.
But other than that, man, shit, my bad. Just ready to get back here, do our thing, man. So,
chilling.
Yes, sir. Yes,
what's up. What you do, Dre Jeff, a whole month of Sundays?
Bro, what a month out of that.
What?
What a month out of
I saw
hold on.
I gotta say
hold on.
I pay you well.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that, man.
I wish I could get them.
Yeah, I got you, Mo Green.
All I can say is, being patient and just doing my thing and stop being hard-headed. Things is on. It's progressing. My family as well. My wife had a birthday.
Hey, Kim. Happy birthday, Kim.
Yeah, and my car, Old Faithful, Old Scarlet, after 10 years and 150,000 miles and the dough falling off and all that stuff, she gave up on me, man. So I had to go buy me a new truck, man.
Well,
and it wasn't like I couldn't afford it. I just didn't want it.
Yeah, I gave you a whole month off, so I mean, you know, that pay you well.
So you know, with that, you know, my grandson is growing like a weed. The whole family is blessed, man. So you know, everything is moving progressively good.
How the grandbaby, man?
He doing good, man. He can't wait, man. Can't complain. He made 7 months. Well, he finna be 7 months on the 4th.
Nice.
So, you know, it's like, you know, all that time passing or whatever. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's good to see y'all. It really is.
It is.
Especially Yolanda. She looking so good.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to her in a minute.
Right. So, but other than that, man, everything is good. What about you, Prez?
Lord have mercy. There's been so much happening with me. I'm going to start off right now. I got to have hip surgery.
Yeah.
I got to have hip surgery, ladies and gentlemen. They have to take some of my hip and replace it. You know, I went to the doctor and found out that it's actually bone on bone. So I'll have non-invasive hip surgery later on in the year. So that means I'm going to miss some things like, you know, some of my pastimes like bowling and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a hotline for those who want to take care of me while I am out sick. So what we'll do is we'll throw some names in the hat, and whatever woman name gets drawn, that's the one. Okay. That's the woman who will take care of me.
You answer my question.
You already know, yeah.
Men and women. We don't discriminate on the Generation X show.
Just the women, you understand me? So
that's discrimination.
We're gonna throw some names in the hat, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure in there.
It's one of those names. Janet is one of those names.
I'm gonna put Hella. You know who Hella is?
Yes.
Okay.
One of those names, Hella. Jill Scott. There's a few names that I'm gonna put in the
right. Zoe.
Oh, Jill.
Yeah. You better take that one off.
I'm gonna take Zoe off. I'll take that off because
you know that's his baby.
Yeah. You know, so a lot of women have opted to come and take care of me. Michelle Obama, she did, but I told her she's married, so you can't really come and take care of me. So her name is not gonna be in the pot. So we'll draw that name later on this week to find out who will take care of your president while he's out for hip surgery.
I think it's going to be Mama Sanders.
It probably will.
It's going to be Mama Sanders.
After all is said and done, it's probably going to be Mama Sanders. So and shout out to Mama Sanders and my brother. They do their thing. All right. So tonight's show is all about our special guest, Ms. Yolanda Carter. Tonight's show is also brought to you by MHAI. It's the Male Health Awareness Initiative. Just go to MHAI.com to see what he does for your school, your neighborhood, and your communities. That's our buddy. That's our contributor, Mr. Teron D. Clayton Sr.
TC
in the building. All right, so today's show, Yolanda Carter in the building. Oh my God.
On our first day back.
We got a dope ass guest. I love it. So Yolanda, how you been, baby? I know.
I've been good.
Looking good over there.
I won't complain. You know, when you talk about that hip, I don't know, is it something in the air or what?
You got some hips going on?
Because I got some hip stuff going on right here myself. And I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go get the x-ray.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't gotten it yet because I've been so busy.
Yeah, I know.
You know how that goes.
I know.
I've been busy.
I know.
But at the end of the day, I'm just hoping that I don't have to have that hip surgery or anything like that. But whatever it is, I've been taking pain pills and stuff like that. Walking with my little cane. I'm still.
Oh my goodness.
That still don't cramp my style.
No,
I still got it. I know.
He's looking all glamorified over there. So real quick about the surgery, they gotta cut me through the leg here, and then they gotta go through muscles and tissue and everything. I actually saw it, and then they gotta put my leg over here. They gotta put it over here. Then they gotta hammer in the adamantium. I'm for real. They gotta hammer in the adamantium in my bone, and then they gotta put the ball in there, and then put everything back. Put a cocktail of medicine in there. Sew me up. They say I'll be walking the day after the surgery, but that recovery time is still gonna kick in. So.
Okay,
that's a word. That's some encouraging words, right?
Absolutely.
Cut on and hammered in.
Okay, Wolverine.
Right. I know, right? I'm gonna have a bionic hip, so watch out.
So that means when you go to the airport, you're gonna be just going off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going off. I'm gonna have a bionic hip. All right, enough about me. So you are You are just a wonderful person. I saw you about a month ago at an event, and we talked about you coming on the show and about all the things that you doing up until this point. But I like to start off with your story in that wonderful book called One Eye Witness. Yes, you can hold it right up and show everybody One Eye Witness. Grab that. Yes. Arthur Yolanda Carter wrote this book called One Eye Witness. And if you don't mind, can you give us a backstory about your book and your journey that you had to, that made you write that book?
Okay, first of all, I'm a mother. My name is Yolanda Carter, and you can put that Chicago on the end of it because that's who I'm known as, Yolanda Carter, Chicago. Also, I am a mother of 5 adult children.
All your babies grown?
All of my babies are grown. And I've
met a couple of them.
Yeah, I decided to write a book. I become an author, and it was basically from default. Never thought that anything like this could ever happen, or I was just going through domestic violence years and years ago, but I never thought that that'd be something that I would ever have to be resurface or me have to talk about ever again. But on March 22nd of 2016, that's when my life took a turn, and I fell victim of a violent crime that was basically turned against me. I was in my bed asleep. I'm minding my own business. Wasn't paying any attention. And let me give you a backstory about this guy. He was very, very charming and very charismatic. He was, like a knight in shining armor. Did I see the writing on the wall? I can say I did. But was it anything physical? No. There was no physical abuse going on in that relationship. But because it was nothing physical, I wasn't able to identify that I was still in the cycle of what they call abuse, because the cycle of abuse can be verbal abuse, emotional abuse, mental gaslighting, manipulation, and, telling you, won't you just quit your job? If you quit your job, I got you. And, that's just a part of control. And that means that if I did all that and I went and did what he needed me to do, it would be like, okay, well, you can't do anything else. So I fell victim of being manipulated. But at the end of the day, my life turned. I went to bed March 21st. I want to say like 12 o'clock that night. And it was on a Monday night. I was being shaken up like 5-something the next morning from my son and the paramedics. I was brutally beaten with a hammer. He left me in a pool of blood to die. But God.
But God.
We gonna say, but God.
But God.
God spared my life. And I can remember every day going to bed, I laid across in my bed with my Bible open every night. And, it was just something that I knew that God, he covered me. He shielded me. I can't even tell you what the pain even felt like. But I'm so grateful that God gave me my life back. And now I'm here to be a voice for other survivors, other people that may be in it. Maybe they can free themselves, because what happened to me was not for me. It was for someone else, for me to share my story and give hope, give someone else hope that, because a lot of times we are hopeless. We need help. We don't know who to talk to, what our journey may look like, who we can really talk to, because there are so many people out here that will judge you for, oh, you in that situation, just get out. But leaving does not always equal safety. So we have to be very vigilant and very strategic when it comes down to that type of situation.
Absolutely, Yolanda. And your story is incredible, because you could not have been here. And because of that, and you're brave to share the story, because you know, only I can only imagine what you what you had to go through. But it'll be 10 years in a couple of weeks, and you are still going strong. And I just want to say, I commend you. I commend you. I commend your hard work and your dedication to get the word out about that. So this book, One Eyewitness, kind of talks about that situation, among other things, correct?
Absolutely.
Now, you had mentioned, you said that you saw the writing on the wall, although it wasn't physical abuse.
Right.
Now, talk about that when you say you saw the writing on the wall, and tell them people you're on the radio and stop calling you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yolanda is a guest on my show. Stop calling them.
My son, they need the key, and I got the key.
Oh, well, they got to wait. Go ahead.
Slide on down.
Slide on down to the studio. They know where it is. All right. So talk about when you say you saw the writing on the wall, because I think some women need to really hear that. When you saw it, but it didn't raise a red flag because he wasn't physically abusive. Was he verbally abusive?
Yes.
Okay,
So
go ahead. Talk about
the writing on the wall was me, he would sometimes he would throw my phone down the alley. One time he threw my phone down the alley. And I was like, oh, okay, because I was already in another relationship, but we were already, that the relationship was not we wasn't.
Y'all broke up.
Yeah, we was breaking up. So he knew it, but in his mind, I guess he felt like, okay, so, you still belong to me, I guess. But at that time, that was the first stages of the relationship. So I felt like, okay, well, maybe, and a lot of times people will say, well, why would you stay in that type of situation? I guess because, I wasn't really expecting him to do anything like that. He was very apologetic, and he also made it right. He will buy me another phone when he throw alcohol on me because he was mad because I was, ready to go home and he wasn't ready. He called me the B words. He did a lot of little things, but because it wasn't physical, that seemed to it made it okay. And it wasn't okay. And that's why I know now. I didn't know at first because the first encounter of domestic abuse was I was physically abused. So I felt like, okay, well, I am okay. This man is not putting his hands on me, and, he can't control me. But in a sense, those are some red flags that I did experience, but because I was not able to really identify, that's what it really was. Because like I said, I've experienced physical abuse before, punching me and can't go outside, can't look in the other car. You think I knew the person. So I didn't experience that in this relationship. So I still thought that, this man, no matter what, he's still good to me, still put me on a joint account and, did all these great things. So, right. So, but every time he would do something, he would always come out of his pocket and give it back or whatever. And it made it seem like, okay, that's cool. That's all right. That's maybe what people go through. Mm-hmm. And see, because it wasn't modeled in my household, it was something that I didn't know anything about. So I felt like, okay, so, hey, it is what it is. And my parents, I never watched it growing up, never heard of it, because that was not conversations that we would ever have, because why would we have these type of conversations? It was never something that was modeled in the household. Mm-hmm. So, they wasn't trying to get me prepared for something like that, because we never thought that something like that would ever happen. So I just thought that, okay, not leaving because he was, in the house with me. And really, honestly, he wasn't supposed to be there. It was just like he came and really never left. Mm. He moved me. He helped me move. And sometimes, how you feel obligated to, be there for people because they do so many great things for you, instead of you just pushing the issue, just go on here back to where but because he was so, it was just a different, charming, very much so. I just kind of like brushed everything up, and I kept giving them chances after chance, because sometimes you feel like maybe I can help this person. because, hurt people hurts people. And I can remember him telling me that his family was very dysfunctional. And when it happened to me, in my mind, instead of me saying, "Well, he did this to me," I was still trying to find a silver lining and justify the situation, why this could have happened. Well, maybe he thought it was somebody else that did something to him, and I was the closest thing next to him. So I was just trying to justify it instead of make it logical, like, this is what happened. But then after him speaking to the state's attorneys and telling them, "Oh, I never meant to hurt her, but you went and got a hammer and you beat me and left me with my brains in the bed. So basically, how you not meaning to hurt me?" But I was still kind of confused about, okay, but like they said, some people, mental health, that's why it's so important for us to seek help and get our mental health in check, because these are the things that we don't talk about. Even men are going through domestic abuse and they don't talk about it, and that's why it should be an open line of communication. It should be safe spaces for men to be able to come and say, "Hey, I am a survivor of abuse." And it may not be physical abuse. It can be verbal abuse, emotional abuse. Those are the ones that's internal, and those hurt the most. So I don't care how you look at it, how you shake and turn it around. Abuse internally and verbal abuse, it hurts so bad. It can send people into wanting to commit suicide, want to do something and just want to end their lives and not want to, you can't function like that. You can't get up every day, your everyday, stuff that you do, you won't be able to go to work. You feel some type of way. So it's important for us as our own, to get our own mental health in check and make sure that it's okay to not be okay every day. But when you are in a situation where someone is hurting you, you have to be able to get out and get out safety. And we're not saying, well, why don't you just leave? Because leaving does not always equal safety. So it's important for us to make sure we come up with a strategic plan so that we can have an exit strategy so we can get out safely. So that's how Beautifully Scarred was born, because I was left here and I wanted the world to hear my story.
Let me see that book, Dre.
There we go.
Go ahead, keep going. Oh, okay. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wanted the world to hear my story because I know that my story was not just a stump on the toe. I know that my story is empowering, can empower someone. It was very impactful. And just looking at me, you can't tell that I went through that. I went through the fire, but I don't smell like smoke. I came out like that phoenix rising up out of his ashes, and now I'm soaring. And I use my experience to help someone else, because I know that through my story and me and being empowered and, starting a nonprofit organization. We're going to go into that as well. Yes. I started a nonprofit organization, which is Beautifully Scarred. And Beautifully Scarred was birthed through my pain and never wanting no one else to live my reality. Okay. And Beautifully Scarred is a resource-to-resource organization, and we need your support. And a lot of times we have not because we ask not. And, because it's a nonprofit, people, some people help, some people won't. But we have to be able to advocate and speak and let people know what we need, because we are a resource-to-resource organization. We support people through other organizations. We connect with other organizations, like we sit on some of the boards with the subcommittees, other nonprofit organizations. We work with some of the public leaders and stuff like that. So, we definitely need your support. Beautifully Scarred does. And we are now coming up into my 10-year, and this right here is a milestone.
Yes.
And sometimes you don't think it's important, but it is important, because we honor survivors every year and at our events. And every year, even my birthday, I don't even celebrate my birthday because we do a rebirth. But my rebirth is more so of me celebrating someone else and honoring other people. But this year, I'm going to be a little selfish because this year is all about me.
There we go.
Okay. And it's okay to say that because at first I was like, no, I shouldn't say that. But it can be about you. And you can be selfish sometimes and not always, yes, of course, we're going to honor some survivors. But I need to be honored too. And this is a milestone. And sometimes, you be like you feel like, man, I done so much. But sometimes it seems like you don't do enough. But I do. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you all that's out here, have walked with me through this whole entire journey. It's not easy because healing is a journey and you also have the right to heal. So you need to know that because no matter what you go through, everybody has a story and everyone's story is unique in its own way. So don't be afraid to share your story. Tell your story. It's your story. Nobody can tell you or discredit you for what has happened to you. And I know that I thank God for platforms like this. AJ saying that's my boy.
Thank you.
I love him.
My girl over there.
Amazing.
I did my hair clap.
And it was just, and I know my story have impacted so many people. It's been on so many platforms. I've been on, I've been in everybody's room. When I tell you I'm in everybody's room, when people come up to me, they was like, I seen you somewhere. I said, either you see me on TV, you see me on the news, you heard me on the radio, or you see me on somebody's platform. So I just love people. I want to love on people as much as I can because I know that everyone needs help. Everyone needs hope. Women, please know that you are beautiful. And this is Women's History Month.
It sure is.
Yes, it is
Women's History Month. And we're going to start on. He's starting off by honoring one woman that we know. That's Yolanda Carter with her book, One Eyewitness. And I want to expound a little bit on this because again it is Women's History Month and you are telling your story. Now I read One Eyewitness and I remember when you came out with the book and I read the book and there's some things in there that everyone should know when it comes to things like this and be aware that it's not for the faint of heart. It's pretty intense, but it needs to be told. There's some
absolutely.
You now, what made you decide to actually show the world the aftermath?
Well, I know because that right there can help someone else to not want to fall victim of what happened to me. When WGN News, they reached out to me and someone, the story, it had already happened. Mm-hmm. And, just sharing the story on platforms. And I got a call. Someone was like, Yolanda, WGN, they reaching out to people that would like to share their stories. Your story is amazing. Would you like to share your story? And I was like, yes, I would. So that's how it all started, me sharing my story. And then I got a call from the next year with ABC 7 because someone else was,
we should be like honored because she's been all over the mainstream network and she still remembers us.
Absolutely.
Well, me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we should. And this
all
is,
of us.
Yeah, this is a historic moment because for what has happened to you, I've seen it happen to someone else and they didn't
survive. Absolutely.
They didn't make it. Almost verbatim to what happened to you. Verbatim. Same instance. She was beat to death with a hammer. All because of I don't want to call that love or you feeling some type of way because for a man to put his hands on a woman, I'm gonna call you a punk.
This is weak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call you a punk. Unless she ain't got no gun to your head or she's trying to kill you and you protecting yourself. If you just trying to show some male dominance, I show my male dominance. I just go in the living room, play PlayStation. Mm-hmm. How about that? Yeah,
so that's what's up. So now, again, you decided to show the world what happened. and it's pretty graphic. And every time I look at it, it just burns me up because some men out there are just weak. You know what I mean? So you wanted people to see that why?
Well, why? My why is when I laid in the bed after everything happened, I was not able to really process anything because I was still just trying to figure out what had happened. And after God spared my life and allowed me to be here, I knew that this is something that I needed to do, was to show the world what it looked like. Because after that happened, I didn't look like that really happened to me. And I said, you know what? Actually, we didn't put it out there. The news put it out there. So when the news put it out there, they told when she did the story, she told people that these are graphic pictures, and they're letting you know that the images are very graphic, and if they're giving you a warning. So if you want to turn the news, the TV off, you can. But they wanted the world to see really what can really happen to real people. And that happened to me. And I'm so glad that it's out there. It's out there. It was out there in my book form because it made people really take a second look on what can really happen. Because one thing we all want to live in this fairy tale life, right? Mm-hmm. We all want to be someone that will treat us with the utmost respect, because you can't love me unless you respect me, right?
Exactly.
So don't tell me you love me, but you don't respect me. So that's not love. So that's what we get confused. We as women, we always want to say, oh, we have a man, we have someone, we have this significant other. And sometimes it's not the best, but sometimes people just want to have someone that they can say they have in their life. But I'd rather have someone that will treat me the way I will want to be treated, because I will treat you the same way.
Absolutely.
So
now out of all of this, out of all that tragic stuff that happened to you, you still remain upbeat, you remain positive. How did you survive all of that? Just keeping your sanity.
Ooh, baby, I'm telling you, it's a lot of layers. First of all, I had to have 13 reconstructive surgeries. Mm-hmm. I was still able to be my own donor. If you all could see my arm, they had to take the tissues and the muscles out. Mm-hmm. They had, and then they had to do a flap. That my eye was removed. I have a metal plate in my skull. I had a face full of metal. I had to have braces on my teeth to rebuild the bone. But I couldn't eat for 6 months. My mouth was wired. But I still had motivation in my heart, because I've just always been a free-spirited person, always happy. I'm a Leo. I'm that girl.
Yeah, you that girl.
So,
Pisces rule, but you that girl.
So I love people, and I just didn't, I also didn't want people to see the worst in me. I think I always want people to see the best in me and not the worst in me, if that makes any sense.
It does. Yes.
So because I'm just like who I am, Yolanda Carter, Chicago.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
I just wanted to, just be someone that I knew that could give someone else hope. But just looking at me, people could say, "Can I give you a hug?" I mean, they teary-eyed when they hear my story, but on the flip hand side, they say, wow, you empowered me. And that's just what it's about, empowering people and letting them know that it's okay. And you will be okay, no matter what you can be. I was disfigured. When I tell you what, and a lot of times I would cry every time I share my story. But sometimes you can be, there's some strong moments, and these moments at this month is one of the most difficult times of my life, and I'm sharing it with you all.
I'm so glad.
I'm so glad. I do have one question.
We got one more.
I got one question for right now. Whatever. The bastard is locked up, right? Still.
Yes, he's locked
up. I think that where he should be.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna let God handle that. But that,
God has vengeance is mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it right there.
There you go.
Because it was up to me.
These men on this panel don't play that.
No, sir.
Woo. Okay. Now, All right. So what, Yolanda, what do you think is really good for people to know when it comes to situations like just domestic violence and things like that? What do you think is important for people to know?
Well, first of all, I want you all to know, ladies, because like I said, men go through it as well. But first of all, you have to know it's never your fault. Okay. It's times when we feel like we have to stay in these situations when you really don't have to stay. Okay. But you have to be very strategic. You have to be very open to make those changes, because a lot of times people don't leave because they have children and we want to keep the family together, family dynamic. We don't want to, displace our children and have them go into different schools or become homeless. So, we just want everything to be okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to make sure that women, all walks of life, to know that this can happen in one blink of an eye. So don't think that just because he's disrespecting you or he's calling you out of your name, controlling you, doing all these things, that don't mean it can escalate to another. It can escalate so quickly when you feel like, man, I thought you loved me, but now you're trying to take me out. And I never thought that person would ever could ever done that to me. And I was just in disbelief. And like I said, I was also I was at that why stages for a while. And I wanted to know, what did I do? But I didn't do anything. So I struggled with that. And I was talking to my pastor one time, and I was like, what did I do wrong? And he said, don't put that on you. You didn't do anything wrong. And I had to realize also that I had to forgive that person. And when I remember I'm being in church on a Wednesday night, I believe, and the sermon was about forgiveness. And when I had to forgive that man, it just took everything out of me. But don't you know, when I forgave him, I was free. Because the forgiveness is not for them, it's for you.
Yeah.
So it took me back, and it taught me, through this whole journey, I learned who I was, because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my purpose in life. I was just a mother with 5 children, going to work every day, making sure they have everything that they need, but not having a purpose. Just, thinking that, okay, doing that was just something that I needed to do. First of all, be a mom and do things, but never knew that God had something better or greater for me to do, to be someone, to be a leader, to help someone else. And to, like we say, we are nurtured. We are mothers anyway. We are nurtured by nature. But at the end of the day, God gave me so much. I mean, I lost my eye, but I could see so much better.
My girl.
And I'm just so grateful, and I'm honored to be one of the voices of domestic violence, to be honored as many times as I have been, even though sometimes you feel like, oh, this is something, it's just in me to do. It's nothing for no accolades or no, nothing to get any brownie points from or nothing like that. You do this straight from the heart. This is something that's just in you to do. So that's what I did. I just did it because I knew that that's the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
So, to help people. So I get people reaching out to me all the time. We are in a situation. We're trying to get you to safety. We're trying to make sure that people have the resources that they need. So that's why we are connected to other resources, so that we may not have a brick and mortar. It be our resources to have a safe space for the people to go to, or if someone needs a bed or somebody needs food, shelter, or something like that. That's why you have your community, your other resources to be able to come and collaborate. You all are collaborating together so these things can happen.
Well, first of all, Yolanda, you are popular. because you've been all over the world, all over the TV, and you're on TV right now. Let's just, I want to read some of the comments that we're getting, and thank you all for your comments. We really appreciate that. So your friend, the silent life podcast, they gave you some hearts and stuff like that, and some smiley faces. That person obviously,
that's me, Celine.
Yes, and for what you were saying, Dre Jeff, she said the same thing happened to her, but that person, her cousin, didn't survive. So our prayers go out to your family as well. Erica Jackson always comments on our show, and thank you, Erica. We love you so much. Where's the dude that did that? He's in prison, burning.
The bastards locked up.
Yeah. All right. So also she said, I am so proud of you, sis. As you can see down there, we're talking to you. I love you so much. I mean, look, let's see. And
That's my mom.
That's Jeff. That's Mama Jefferson.
Oh, Mom.
Get out of here. Back in the 70s, we had no help. That's
it was like taboo. No one wanted to talk about it.
I mean,
we shoved it up under the rug. You was embarrassed, you ashamed, or we just don't talk about those things. So that's why so many of us already, you go through it, because they say it starts off from the grandmother, then the mother, then the grandmother. Grandmother, mother, then your children's children. It's just like it's a domino effect, and it's generational, and that's those are things back there that what's done in the home, it stays in the home. So no one talks about it. So that's how it was that back in those days.
Yeah, because I had to live that with that was my mother who commented on that. I had to live it, and I seen it.
You had to witness it.
I seen my father chase my mother, and she jumped out of first floor windows so he won't stab her and stuff, until she got tired. I mean, when I say sick and tired of being sick and tired, that woman changed into a whole different woman, and he got gone because he was going to die that day. And it's some people can go it that way. And since we go in here, do you have any handles or anywhere they can contact you or contact some help?
It's in the book. As a matter of fact, it does have, it's a resource, but the book, you can go, it has different organizations and domestic violence hotline numbers and stuff like that in the book. What we're doing, I really want to do the book again. You can only get it on the Kindle version right now because that book is no longer available, and it has so much information in it.
Yes.
And it really, and then I have a few other books that I a co-author in, but it's nothing like your first book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't
so you can
like
go I'm on Kindle right now.
book.
You can go on here. One Eyewitness, Breaking the Silence of Domestic Violence. You can get it for $6.99 here on the Kindle.
I had that book over here. How you gonna take the book? You know what I'm saying?
How long were you in a relationship before this happened?
Well, I was in a relationship with him, I want to say on and off for 8 years, because I did see some crazy stuff, maybe periodically. I want to say between maybe it was like maybe 6 to 8 months I didn't talk to him, and because of his behaviors, and then because he was so nice, and I seen some good in him. And a lot of times when you see good in people, you just try to, just okay. And he was able to help me move, and he was really good to me. And I ain't gonna lie, because if you would go Google Yolanda Carter Chicago, the story
right now
is on there. Yolanda Carter Chicago. He left me in a pool of blood to die. So the story is out there. And once you read it, you're gonna be it's gonna hurt. It's gonna really touch your heart. But also at the end of the day, it tells how this person was, even with my family, it was too good to be true. It was like no one would ever think that this person would ever do something like that. And, it wasn't any, like I said, I was not ever going through any physical abuse with him. So I felt like, it was nothing. Everything was okay. I didn't think I was in a bad situation, but little did I know I was, and I just didn't see it, because I think I was more so just trying to, make everything look good.
So
you know.
our your one of your people, Kim Roseby 7269. Do you know that person? That's our people. This
Oh
way.
yeah, right, yeah.
Of course you know.
Oh,
Of
that's
course you know
cool.
her. She said our school age students need help dealing with this as well. Well, in her book, One Eyewitness, in her book at the back section, there's a section here where it talks about prevention of teen dating violence, and it goes through all of those things about high school students and things like that. Definitely pick up that book, One Eyewitness by Yolanda Carter. Now, we're gonna take a break, but before we do, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about the eye patch thing you got
And the
going on,
coming up.
and the rebirth, all that stuff coming up. But before we go on break, Dre Jeff, I want you to explain to Miss Carter how we do things if you haven't forgotten. Now, if you forgot, that's a fine for your ass. I just want to make sure you get it right. And Mo Green over there all quiet over there like he ain't getting fined too.
Man,
But go ahead, man. Yeah.
So-
We ain't been here in a month, and I'm fine.
I ain't saying jack.
So I'm gonna let you know.
Go ahead.
I ain't forgot. So since you're a guest, and I know you've been on these platforms before, but our way of is he's gonna say 1, 2, 3, and our response is gonna be it's more than radio. Then he's gonna say because we're podcasting, but you got to watch him. He's tricky. He might say it. He might not say it. He might say it in Spanish. He might say it backwards. So you have to watch him because he ain't no good.
That's right.
So,
Right.
but be nice. This is the first time.
I'm gonna be nice to you, so you're like, that's my girl. But I really want to let the world know that one thing that will never change. I am forever president of Generation X.
That's debatable now.
Just go ask anybody. They're gonna say, "Oh, AJ Sand, he's the president of Generation X." I ain't going nowhere. He's the vice president. He's the Speaker of the House, and we ain't going nowhere until we decide to say, "That's it." That's gonna be a long time from now. All right. Now, when we come back, we're gonna talk about more of Yolanda Carter. She has the eye patch. She has a bunch of those looking dope, and the rebirth. What's coming up with what she's doing? So sit tight. We'll be right back. 1, 2, 3.
It's more than radio.
Because
We podcasting.
see, Mo Green forgot. That's fine. We'll be right back, y'all.
Right now with my radio.
You remember that? Oh yeah.
Talk at the same time.
Well, you gotta figure something out because we back. We are back live.
This is
in
just the stuff that goes beyond behind.
There you go.
We
There
all
you go.
good. We
Well, I mean, we listen. Ain't no phony stuff going on this show. We are all 100% real. You know what I mean? This is what we do. So welcome back to Smooth Sailing with AJ Saying, the show for Generation X, right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network. Where's what, my people?
More than radio.
Because
We podcasted.
see, Yolanda said so sexy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound like lames, man. Tonight's show is
Your hat is
actually, this is my daddy's hat. You know what
Okay,
I'm
you
saying?
lucky his daddy's out there.
Tonight's show is brought to you by MHAI. That's the Mental Health Awareness Initiative. And sometimes you'll hear some sirens or some stuff like that, because we are right here on 79th and Vernon, on the corner right there here in Chicago.
We in the hood,
We
y'all.
are in the hood. So you may hear some sirens, gunshots, people. You never know. But we right here in the hood, and we got it going on right here on 79th and Vernon. All right. So the weather is brought to you by Nancy's Home Care, right? Nancy's Home Care. Helping people touch their lives. Give them a call, 773-819-6821, or go to nancysHomeCare.com. All right. So here comes the weather, right? Here comes the weather. It's getting warmer. Today we had a high of 41 degrees. Tomorrow's high will be the same, around 41, nice and mild. Wednesday, 44. Thursday, 50 degrees, but it's going to rain. 85% chance it's going to rain. So it's going to rain on Wednesday. It's going to rain Friday with a high of 66. Here we come. And Saturday, 65 degrees with a 65% chance it's going to rain. So it's going to rain Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then the weekend is going to be 57 and 61. Beautiful, beautiful weeks are coming up.
It could be
And
snow.
Yes, it could. Right now, it is 37 degrees. Jazzy Jeff is calling you. I don't know why these people call you when they know.
That's my
I
baby.
know who she is. You understand? What up? No bid playing self.
Oh,
You understand?
you don't want, okay, I'm gonna tell you said
Jazzy
that.
Jeff is all right. She all right. She all right.
Nah, she on her way. Also, public service announcement this weekend. Please, it's time to spring forward.
Right.
Turn your clocks up Saturday night so you won't have to worry about it Sunday morning.
So here's the good. You did. I know, right? The time is moving. So
moving.
two things. Another milestone is coming up. 3/12 is your president's birthday. That's a clap. That's a clap and a half right there. That's a real clap. You know what I'm talking about?
How the young lady say? How the young lady say? Clock it.
Oh my God.
Clock it.
There you go. There you go. 3/12 is your boy's birthday. I will be 21 years old. And
Man,
I finally
scoot over from the
can get something to drink at the club. But it's really actually all of our birthdays in terms of my family is in the month of March. So my brother is the 6th. Shout out to Omar.
yes.
Yes. My mother is the 28th. Shout out to Mommy Lane. My daughter is March 5th. Shout out to you, baby girl. I don't be saying my kids. My baby. I know they grown, but still. And my youngest son, y'all know Bryce. He been on the show, so I'll say his name. Bryce is 331, and guess how old he'll be?
He'll be about 17.
16 years old. I mean, Bryce, I love you. I love all my children. Y'all know that. Bryce is 16, and wow. And he's just a chiller. I'm gonna just tell you that. He's laid back and cool. So
far from what his daddy is.
Right. Just, that's exactly what his daddy is. All right. Sports with Mo Green, and after sports, we'll get back to Miss Yolanda. What's up? What's the chain carrying on? It look good over there, man.
Just little something.
Little something?
Yeah, we coming back. We got to get some something. I put my son invest on Monday. You know how we do. Yeah, just a little something.
Nice.
Yeah, so
go ahead, man.
We got to turn our attention to the association. The NDA.
And what does NDA stand for?
No Defense Association.
They don't play no damn D. Go ahead, man.
So now, with that being said, thank God we only got 21 games left in this damn raggedy ass season. With that being said, one of my coworkers was at work talking about them raggedy ass Bulls, and I said, hey, They played Milwaukee yesterday. We
Mm-hmm.
was talking about yesterday. I said, well, that's a loss. They were sitting at 25, and I get home, and damn it, they won. 120 to 97.
Mm-hmm.
So, oddly enough, that just go to show you, I haven't been keeping up with the NBA because I didn't know that Milwaukee is 26 and 33 on the season, and the damn Bulls is 25 and 36. So they pretty much sitting in about the same damn place.
Wow.
So with that being said, since we only got 21 games left in the season, the Bulls are in 12th place for the play-in tournament. So they won't be playing in this year's play-in
They
tournament.
won't play in nothing.
They ain't gonna get the play in.
No.
They're not gonna play in nothing but traffic.
Nope. So now
That's what it means, Dre Joe.
to the dime. Well, it's not the regular season, but it's spring training.
Spring
And
training.
They trying to get in shape, but I don't know about the Cubs. The last two games I saw, the White Sox yesterday 5-1, and they got stumped today by Cincinnati Reds 17-9. Like I said,
It's
just thank
preseason.
God this is only spring training, but on the spring training season, the Cubs are 4-7 and the Reds are 5-4. And with that being said, March 26th is the opening day. So AJ can get back to being up north where he loves them Cubs and not in that way. So now, we're going to turn our attention to the NFL. Well, the only thing we're going to talk about is March the 9th to March the 11th. That begins the tampering period. And March 11th at 4 p.m., that's when they can start signing contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe the Bears going to get 10 wins this damn season because it's going to be a major overhaul. I don't know what the hell they got going on. And this is just me. If they take their ass to Indiana, I'm telling you now, I'm flipping Green Bay. So
I'm
that's
flipping
it.
San Francisco.
So that's it with sports.
Y'all
And now
like-
back to I love it.
unloyal for people. Y'all just gonna flip because they moved to Indiana?
Yeah.
Might as well be a Colt fan if that's the
Yeah.
case.
Hey,
They flipped on us.
They
flipped
sure
on us. Why
did.
should I follow them?
No, you
Yeah.
ain't lying. You ain't lying. All right.
So if your Cubs went to Wisconsin, you still gonna be a Cub fan?
No.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not.
But hey, but he'll still be going up north.
So back to our special guest, our special lovely guest, Miss Yolanda Carter. Author, entrepreneur, survivor, all of these things. Here's her book, One Eyewitness. You might want to go pick that up and read it. I read this book. It's a very, very intense.
We got to get that
intellectual
book back.
read. If you're part of book clubs, this is a book you want to have for part of that system because this is the book right here. All right, right here. Someone mentioned Save Our Babies. This is the book right here, Save Our Babies. From that domestic violence stuff. All right, so Yolanda Carter.
Yeah.
Look at you, sit over there looking just as lovely as ever. Thank you again for
Thank
being a
you.
guest on the show. Now,
Thank you.
Thank you.
now your
Thank you.
eye patches, that's a thing for you. And you have like a line, like a little eye patch line going on, don't you? Tell us
Well,
about that.
I really wish that I can get some donations.
Well, come on with it.
I need some sponsors now, y'all. Look, this is my signature. And I know that there are so many other people that's out here in this radio world. I mean, out here all over the world that really, some people I see with eye patches, but it's just black eye patches. Don't you want to help support so I can get my own line? I need, this is something I have. One of my sisters, I love you, Miss Terry Higginbotham. She's gonna kill me, but that's my sister.
Terry who?
Terry Higginbotham.
Okay. I'm not gonna
My PLJ sister, Percy L. Julian in
Yeah.
the building.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Julian in the house.
All right,
Julian in
all
the
right.
house.
Jaguars.
There you go.
Jaguar for life.
Okay.
Yeah, she was the very first person that she was like, because after everything happened, I had a lot of infection going on, and I wasn't wearing any eye patches or anything. I was just wearing like gauze, and they kept going in, having surgery after surgery. But guess what? It was that metal. And you got to be careful when you have hardware in your system because it may not agree with you, and it caused a lot of infection. So I had a lot of my face was cut out. A lot of this was cut out. But after I was able to wear eye patches or whatever, she created my eye patches. And she said, "You too much of a diva for you to be walking around with a black eye patch." No, we're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the beginning of start wearing these creative eye patches.
I mean, you got a bunch of them. They look good on you. I still got an old picture of us
Thank you.
when we were at the beach.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah. Don't tell nobody we was at the beach.
The 31st
It's too late.
Street.
You can just tell
But
me.
I'm saying somebody gonna say, "Oh, he said they was at the beach."
No, we wasn't together, but we just,
See, you should have left it. You should have. You should have left it so they can have something to talk about. Ain't nobody. Look at that. Say that. Ain't nobody.
Man, what you
doing at the beach or here? Ain't
Nah,
nobody.
we wasn't at the beach together.
Ain't nobody saying that. You know.
It's none of y'all business any damn way.
Yeah, that's saying.
Oh, true.
You know the patches. You got them on there, so you're gonna create some type of
Line
Line
of them.
with-
And I want to do them because I know that there are ophthalmologists. You know, when I go to the doctor's office, the ophthalmologist, there are so many people that do have like little stickers on their eyes and stuff like that. So I want to be able to have a brand that we can come and create, you know, something that they would need. And it'd be because, you know, let me tell you how this helped me, because it gave me a sense of hope. And it gave me, you know, I was feeling insecure at first, but my insecurity, you know, after I started wearing these beautiful eye patches, I was like, hey, you can't tell me nothing. So it was like, it was a sense of, you know, giving you you're making your insecurities not being insecure anymore. So I just wanted to just feel like I am somebody, because I felt like I was ugly. I felt like no one's gonna want me, and I was just like,
ain't nothing ugly about you.
You know,
No.
I was like, and I just didn't see the vision. I didn't see the big picture.
Mhm.
So I was hopeless. And when I'm gonna tell you the story about how when after the surgeries and when they were starting to do the repairs and stuff, the doctors were saying, "Can you give us a picture of what you used to look?" Because really, to be honest, I was disfigured. My face was so disfigured that I didn't even see the hope. But I said, you know what? I got the best plastic surgeons in the world. They repaired me. And I was like, after they did that, hey, I was back to Yolanda Carter.
Okay, that's what's happening.
You know, that's what I said. These eye patches will make you feel like feel like you somebody. Because you can style it up, you can style it up, style it down. You know, you could wear whatever clothes you wear, and it go with any hairstyle. You know, I had my little bald head forever, and I love that. But you know, I still want to be a little girl.
Okay,
You know?
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I didn't look like no man. That
No, impossible.
And now that you brought that, because I saw you sitting on the couch, I spoke. I said, okay, what is that to get? But see, when I saw you, that's what I was looking for. So I said, okay, that's
the glitter.
No, the blonde. The
The short blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, that picture. Yeah, that's the one I
That's
knew.
what I had, the real blonde. And I used to wear it like that too. So, you know.
This low? You used to wear low?
Yes. Oh, I love a ball.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
I love my head ball because you know it just show all of your features. It's like you, because it's when you wear all this hair, it enhances, it covers up your natural beauty. And I just like to let my natural, And I was like, just a little eyeshadow, maybe a little piece of
Ain't nobody talking about you, Dre
or
Down.
something like that. Just give you empowerment. It make you feel good about yourself. So you know, looking good make you feel good.
Oh, yeah.
So
It does,
trust and believe. No matter what I went through, the outer shell of what I look like, this still it still gave me a sense of empowerment. It made me feel empowered, like I could take this by storm. You know, I can do this. You know, so sometimes we got to take chances.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, I know that somebody needs to hear this because there are so many other Yolandas out here, and you know they done been through some things, but they don't know how to move forward. And I wanted to be able to do what the unimaginable. I wanted to live. I didn't want to just exist. I wanted to live. I wanted to thrive. I'm not just a survivor. I'm a thriver.
That's right. So we had another Yolanda on the show. Remember Yolanda? Givens in house. Yeah. All right. So now, Yolanda, all of the stuff you've been through, you survived, you've been just doing your thing. And I have to keep on saying this book called One Eye Witness.
They can only get the Kindle version, but it don't have everything in it. But y'all, if y'all can help me, we can get the book rewritten and we can get it done, and you all can have your own copy with everything in it. So let's, come on, y'all. I need y'all help. I need support. And you know what? It's a lot is on me because I don't ask for the support that sometimes you just be like, but God said you have not because you ask not, right?
That's right.
So now I'm in the spirit of asking. So I need y'all's help, even with this rebirth.
Look in this camera right here and tell them right here. This is the camera right here. So now you're the rebirth. There's something coming up. Date to be determined, right?
Yes. The location to be determined.
Thank you.
Date is going to be the same because that's the day God spared my life.
Yes,
and
Lord.
that day is going to forever be celebrated.
Yes, Lord.
So
yes, Lord.
On March, can y'all say March?
March
22nd, we are going to celebrate moi. And we also going to honor some survivors as well. But it's going to be all about me. Okay? We're celebrating 10 years. It's an anniversary. Let's celebrate life, y'all.
That's right.
Because my life was almost taken. It could have turned another way. But God said, not today, daughter. You will live and not die. So I want you all to come out. I want you all to celebrate with me. Come out and we're going to come in drums. And I need y'all support. I need some donations. I need some sponsors. I need a location because we did have a location, but it has to change. So we need your support. If anyone wants to do in-kind donations, anything that can support my dream, y'all help me make my dream come true. And that's all I need. I need support. And it's on one of my flyers. It has how you can donate by Cash App. It also have on there, the flyer that I showed you. It has even the beautifully scarred, how you can donate and everything. Please, y'all, help me. I need you all in the room and any capacity area where you want to support, let me know. Reach out to me, and I can tell you what's needed.
Now, if you want to, if you can't reach Yolanda, that the handles and all that stuff will be on our page. I'll make sure to
our
get
page.
that
Thank you
up
so
on our
much.
We will share it
Black
on
House
our page
for sure. Now, Beautifully Scarred. That's your organization.
That's my baby.
Yes.
Beautifully Scarred was birthed on April 11th of 2022. It's a backstory about that as well. I have been doing a lot of things. I have been on a lot of platforms and people honoring me, giving me these checks and all this stuff. And, just to support me and also for a cause. So they was like, Yolanda, what do you have a foundation or anything? And I was like, no, I don't. So it was just a normal day. A lady that I know off of social media. And she's very spiritual and she heard my story and we became really close friends. And she was like, we're going to start your nonprofit organization. And I'm like, okay. And then she had another lady, both of them, they started. She was just, give me, we're going to get you incorporated. Give us, what we need to get you incorporated and everything. And that's history. That's how it started. So I had to get my because I don't really, it took already, like you say, when you start a nonprofit, it don't just go off right away. It takes a couple of years before you really get to navigate and understand really what's going on with your nonprofit. It's a lot of kinks. It's a lot. Oh, baby, trust and believe. It's a lot.
I can believe
it is a lot. And, you just have to know somebody that knows the meat and the potatoes, because a lot of times people can tell you this and then you not knowing yourself. I don't know, and I'm just trying to go with the motions and trying to figure it out myself. And I don't know. But after really last year started off to be a really good year for Beautifully Scarred because God brought people in my life. I have a good team. I have some young ladies that's on my board and people that, say, hey, we're gonna support this and everything, because this is something that needs to be supported. We don't want to just honor people throughout, just when we have celebrations. We want to be able to do everything that we can, and we need funds to be able to do these things. We need grants. We need, We need money.
Yeah.
We need money.
Maybe we
Yeah.
could connect her with Miss Nally Manning.
Mm.
That'll be a good
Because I
connect.
have a good cause, and we
Yeah.
are. Look,
She
I
has this
don't.
life. She's
We don't play about.
Yeah.
We are women of integrity.
Mhm.
You know, there's so many people out here. People don't trust people no more because they take the money, they run off with the money, they do all Lord know what, and they say they're doing it for the people, but where's the people at getting help?
Yeah. Where is
So we
that?
want to be, and we are looking for a brick and mortar. So I have a good team behind me,
Okay.
and we have been working behind the scenes. They have been working behind the scenes because I've been just, and I thank God for God to put people in your life so that way it makes your life easier. So that way you don't have to be trying to figure out everything, and they doing the footwork and all you do. Just like for my rebirth. They gonna already have it done. I just gotta walk in the room, and that's how you know you got a good team, right?
Talk some more about the rebirth.
So March 22nd is going to be the rebirth. The location, we will definitely let you all know the location as soon as possible. So it's going to be March 22nd. The colors are shades of purple. We want you all to come in ready to, to network and to, celebrate, because this is not going to be something sad. We're going to be having some fun. We're going to be, sharing, not many stories, but we're going to do a candlelight. You're gonna honor our loved ones that's no longer here. We also looking forward to maybe hopefully the state's attorney can probably be in the building, or either someone from those state's attorney's offices. We really want to reach back out to the media because they the ones that capture the story. Also, I also have some of my subcommittees from the districts that I sit on the board for, and resources and a few vendors that we are looking for. So this is going to be an amazing day. This is a milestone, y'all. This is 10 years, and it's going to be a success, because I know that God allowed this to happen for a reason.
That's already a
And
success.
we're gonna party, and we're gonna enjoy, and we're gonna celebrate one another. And also we're gonna have a wishing well for me, and also we're gonna have also for Beautifully Start a donation box, because we need donations. And you all didn't know, sometimes when you go through these situations, I don't share everything that I go through behind the scenes, because I don't want people to feel sorry for me and everything. But, I have been without, a job, income ever since this happened. And I still been, God, not me, but God he's been carrying me through. And not only that, he has been putting it on hearts of people to be a vessel to support me, even when I don't even know. And I've been in rooms that people dream of being in, and people, may buy me a ticket here and there. I'm in rooms that may have a big ticket price. And people probably wonder, how you in these rooms? But God, it's nothing but God, because God will put stuff in people's hearts to bless you. Even though, and it's hard to be invited to I'm being invited to a lot of things. And sometimes I'm not able to go, but I'm too embarrassed and ashamed to say, I don't have the money. Sometimes you'll be like, I want to go, but I just don't have the money. But you know what? It's okay. And, God is good anyhow. So, as long as I feel good, and, I get up every day, and I give all honor, glory, and praise to God.
Glory.
Yes. And I give him the praise.
Man.
And I tell him thank you every day, because, if it wasn't for his grace and his mercy on March 22nd, I would not be here today.
Amen.
And I'm just so grateful that it could have went another way. It could have not been another way. I could have been 6 feet other, just like people have said. What happened to me happened to other women, and they're no longer here. But I was chosen.
Yes.
God chose me. I was already chosen even before I was even born. And sometimes we don't even know what capacity of God, what he got for us. But I know that I got a purpose on this earth. And
you doing your thing.
You doing your thing.
Yolanda, give us your hand.
So Oh,
I'm
Well,
sorry, you
you
got a
could-
question?
no, well, no,
Mhm.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead,
I've been. She told me to go on the page, and I looked it up, and I've read your beautiful survival story
Thank you.
on here.
It makes people cry.
Yeah.
It's a tear
And
jerker.
it was some men that I was like,
It's a tear jerker.
Yeah,
I ain't no punk, but man, that story made me cry.
No, but if you have to be inhuman or dead not to feel for something like this or whatever. So I'm not gonna. I mean, go online. I'm gonna tell y'all, go online, type up Yolanda Carter Chicago, and you will see her story. But I want to share for the people who feel like they don't have help or can't get help or need to get help. So I'm going to share all of these here. First, you should call National Domestic Violence Hotline at 799-7233. Also, you can call Illinois Domestic Violent Helpline at 877-863-6338. You can go to the Wings program, wingsprogram.com, or call 847-221-5680, which is 24 hours. Suburban Hotline, you can go to and call 708-335-3028, or you can go on www.ssfs1.org. Or you can go to the Chicago Metropolitan Battered Women's Network at www.batterswomennetwork.org. Do not be afraid to stand up for yourself.
Amen.
Any way you can, if it's protecting yourself or getting out, do not be afraid because you matter.
Thank you.
Everyone
You
matters.
sure do. Now, all of this information is on her page.
All of
What's
this
her
is on
page?
this is on, just type her name, Yolanda Carter Chicago, and it's going to give you a myriad of things on here. It's going to share her story. And if you ain't ready to cry, because I have to hold it back. If you're not ready
Keep
to
doing
cry,
that and stuff. I'm like,
if y'all not ready to cry, then don't read it, but you should read it because you never know. It could happen to you at any moment or time. So please, women and men, people, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, because that's the one thing, you do matter.
That's right.
You matter. If it's not only to no one, you matter to yourself.
All right.
And Miss Yolanda Carter, I take my hat off to you.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed.
I bow to you.
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed.
And I pray, because I know this is always going to be a healing for you, but there's nothing wrong with you. But that's why I asked you, are you okay?
Thank you. I am okay.
All right then.
Stop making us cry, Jay. Dre, not over there, Dre. Jeff.
You should have invited her on the show then.
So our special guest, Yolanda Carter, one eyewitness, author, superwoman, entrepreneur, community activist. Go get that book, One Eyewitness.
Go to Kindle.
Go to
Yeah,
Kindle
go to
and get this
Go
book.
to Kindle and get it. Also, if you can, help support her
Thank you.
so she can get this book back on paper. I know there's millions and millions of books or whatever, but this is her story and this is her gift to God, because she ain't done yet. She's not done
Got a
yet.
lot to do. Who you want to shout out, Yolanda?
Well, I want to shout out my family. First of all, my mom, my dad, my son that's coming to my rescue. And if you ever read the story, you all will see that was my son.
Yes, ma'am.
I felt like I was,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I disappointed him because he told me that we put this person out. And I felt like no, he's okay. He's not going to do anything to me. That man loves me. I didn't see it coming. I felt like I disappointed my son, but just want to shout out to my son, Joshua. He was the one. He was my hero.
Joshua, you're the man.
He's my
Superman.
hero.
You're the
Man,
Superman
bro.
today.
That's you.
And and all of my beautifully scarred sisters, all my groups that I'm in so many. Oh my God, I'm in so many. My crime survivors, like I am in so many groups, and I'm also a member of 40 Plus Double Dutch. My 40 Plus Double Dutch.
You can still jump. You can still jump.
I'm trying back.
Because a lot of 40-year-olds, y'all got a hold up here. When y'all be jumping, y'all got.
You got the right type of,
I like to see him hold it, though.
I did jump, but you know what? It's my hip. My hip is cut,
right.
and then it's weight on me. I ain't never been this heavy in my life until I got after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I was even when I think when you met me, I wasn't even this big. I wasn't.
Well, I'm not. You're beautiful. I don't know about that stuff.
I mean, no, you met me when so I was getting bigger afterwards, but I was smaller, and I was able to do all kind of stuff. But now these legs got arthritis and joint pains.
Mo
and
Green,
all that stuff.
can you still jump double dutch, Mo Green?
I never did.
Damn. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be honest. It's a joke. I was joking with it, but when I was a kid, I used to turn for the girls that was on the block. But they have enough, people out there to turn. I used to turn double dutch. So I never jumped it. I just turned.
He had a plan.
And I wasn't standing there like a girl. I wasn't standing there like a girl. I was turned like a man. They had to keep telling me how to, do
He was
it.
double-handed.
Yeah.
He was double-handed.
I can remember that. Well, you know what, Yolanda? We got time flies. Yes. We having fun. And I want to just say a million infinite thank yous for being on this show. And for agreeing to come on and tell your story. You are a wonderful person.
And a brave woman.
You are a beautiful woman. And we wish
that's a real hand clap up
that, man. We wish nothing but the best for you. And if anything you need us to do in terms of advertising and marketing, whenever you want to come on this show, just let me know.
Yeah, because you're family now. You can't get rid of it.
Right.
You family.
Yeah, hold that to you.
All right.
No, hold it.
That's right. Hold us to it. Now, we got to get out of here. It's just so funny because the time flies by. But before we go, Mo Green, you have somebody you want to yell out like you always do?
Yeah, I want to shout out to our fans. I know we was gone for a minute, but we did get a lot of inquiries like what's going on. So I just want to thank you for sticking by us and supporting us and reaching out. This do mean a lot to us, but like I said, life was life for all three of us. So we had to take care of that first and foremost. Because we no good to y'all. So we back. We're going to try and make a consistent run. See y'all next Monday. Be safe out there. I know it's about to get warm. Watch out for them white ends. And for the people that fight 51 and over, get in the house before 4 o'clock.
I know, right? I know, right.
50 and over club. Lord have mercy.
Get out for
what you got to shout out, man?
Man. I wanna shout out to God. Without him, we cannot do this. He give us another day to get up. And whatever we can't fix today, we wake up, we fix it tomorrow. Shout out to the fans. Yes, I've had the same inquiries, like where have we been and all of that. Are you coming back? Yeah, life is doing this thing. But hey, we are here. And when we come back, you will know. Shout out to the fans. Like I said, we love you. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to my family, my wife, my children, my mom, my brothers, my sister. Shout out to our survivor here, our superwoman here, where they thought they were going to get us down. Like I said, go get her book. Go get her book, The 1 Hour Witness. Get it off the Kindle. Read her story. Google her name. Also, if you need help, those list of numbers, there's help for you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be the inspiration. As Miss Carter here is the inspiration, because you deserve better, if not for no one else, for yourself.
That's right.
Can I do one more shout out?
You sure can.
You sure can. What? You know what? I don't never want to forget God, because God is He is the reason why I'm here. First and foremost, you should never forget God. Shout out to God. And also my community, my supporters, everyone that has supported me from the beginning, my children, my daughter, my sons, my mother, father, everyone that has played a part of my healing journey. I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. thank you all for allowing me to be here.
You are more than welcome.
Mr. President.
I want to shout out you, the fans. You all have been for real asking what we're doing and what we're doing. That just lets us know that you all are watching us, and we love that. So we're going to try our best to make a consistent run, like Mo Green said. Life. So I think we're in a situation now that we're able to keep this going on our Monday night. Everything is good now. Everybody's okay. We just had to do some things first so we can come back and do this for you. So thank you to the fans. We love you so much. Shout out to all my babies. I love you so much. Bryce, your birthday coming up. Mama, your birthday coming up. Tia, your birthday coming up. This is all in March. And of course, yours truly, it's March 12th. That's a national holiday. Do not go to work on March 12th. That is my birthday. All right. So don't forget to catch us every Monday night from now on, right here on Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X, right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network. Shout out to Yolanda Carter. This woman right here is just everything that you ever think she is. That's what she is. That's who she is.
Y'all make me cry.
Just a beautiful woman. And shout out to Drake Jeff, Mo Green. These are my guys right here. These are my forever brothers. And we'll be back next week.
We're gonna make you laugh next week.
I promise.
We gonna catch up with the world because we got a lot of catching up to do.
We got a lot of catching up to do. So we'll be back next Monday. And Mo Green will make sure his beard is even whiter than before.
And I just like to say, all my sports fans. So we're gonna talk about the NDA and what's going on with this All-Star game.
Right. They should just mix the WNBA and the NBA together. It'd be a more interesting league.
Yeah, it might be more.
See y'all next week. We out. Peace. We out. We love you so much. All right, y'all. Peace.
Hi, hello. This is your girl Nanette, and tune in to My Radio Chicago on the Support District Radio Network. Toodles.